My obsession with cars, I would say, started back when the PS2 came out and you had like Midnight Club and LA Rush and all those games. I was really into them. My first car wasn't actually a car, it wasn't really a Jeep either. My first car was a 2008 Jeep Liberty, and I didn't really have that for too long because I kind of just rushed into that, and I really wanted a car. I mean, I know we all wanted our first car more than anything, but that was, I mean, it was fun, but it just wasn't for me. I mean, I still modified it, like I painted the wheels black, and I mean, it looked okay, but it just wasn't for me. And then I started watching Evan Shanks on YouTube, and he really is the one that got me into cars and modifying them. He pretty much inspired me to get something else. And Evan really got me into wanting to modify my own car, so I saw he had his Scion TC and I was starting to like it, and so I was just looking online and I found one, and it was about an hour away. So I've never driven standard before that car, and online it said it was an automatic, and then I drove the hour and then it ended up being a standard. So the salesman, he had to take me to an empty lot and pretty much teach me how to drive a standard, which I still didn't get it down that first try because it was extremely hard for me to learn. I ended up loving that car. It actually came with the TRD supercharger, even though it still only had about 200 horsepower at the crank, so it really wasn't all that special, but it was quick, but it wasn't fast. I mean, it was front wheel drive, so the tires were spinning pretty much through third if you launched it. I definitely drove that car harder than it probably should have been driven, because about 6 to 8 months into owning it, I was getting a check engine light and it was rough starting, and then I found out it was a 4-cylinder misfire. So with that TRD supercharger, I was just iffy. I was like, I don't think this is a good idea to keep this car. It was a 2008 blue Scion TC. The blue is a lot like this World Rally blue is. Blue is my favorite color, I'm guessing, as you can tell. It was a 5-speed, which I enjoyed it. It was a fun car, but I do love the 6-speed in the WRX now. I'm so glad that they put them in. So I had that car for about 6 months. I decided it was just gonna be a money pit. So I traded for a 2010 Hyundai Genesis Coupe, and it was the 3.8 V6. And that car was fun. I do regret getting the automatic. I thought I was tired of a manual, but once you get a manual and then go to something else, or at least for me, my situation, I really wanted the manual again. It just really connects you with the car, and you get to feel the car a lot more. You get to control the power. You get to grind out every gear that you want. The day that I went to trade in my Scion TC, the check engine light was off and it was running beautifully, so that worked out great. There was no issues trading it in. I'm glad I got rid of that. I don't think that car should have came with that supercharger on it. It didn't even supercharge anything. It added like 40 horsepower. Yippee. So the 2010 Genesis, the first day that I got that, I actually cut off the mufflers and resonators because, oh man, that was the greatest mod you can ever do. It was only about 140 bucks at my local muffler shop. They made me a wide pipe and everything, and that sounded so good, straight pipe. I would recommend doing that if you want a good sound out of your Genesis, because spending $600 to $800 on all these exhausts that really don't even make a difference, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. God, there's so much construction where I live. They're doing highways and all these side roads, so you have to just weave in and out of these orange cones. I mean, I am in a rally car, just kidding. Yeah, back to the Genesis. I mean, I loved it. I got wheels for it. It was on springs. Had two 12-inch subs in there, and those were great. I love the subs, but the space wasn't all that great. I mean, if you were over 5'5" and were trying to sit in the back, you were probably gonna have to lay down because there was no room. God, how do you even get in this neighborhood? It's like blocked off. Feel sad for the people who live in it. I feel like this camera is shaking so much, so I don't even think I don't know if this is gonna turn out to be a good video or not. About 8 months later, I just decided it wasn't for me. The only thing left I could do was pretty much turbo it, but I was researching for about 4 months, and I wanted a WRX so bad. So one day I saw this online, and it was just such a good price that I just had to jump on it. I went to the dealership, I test drove it, loved it, of course. There's no surprise there. I knew I was gonna love it because I actually test drove a white one. It was a 2015 Limited, and I test drove a white one, but they were not gonna budge in the price. So I'm kind of glad that didn't work out, because I ended up getting the blue that I really wanted. I'm glad I didn't just buy to buy again for the fourth time actually. I was looking at these. I really didn't look into Evos. I might have looked maybe for 10 minutes, and then it just wasn't for me. I wasn't gonna go back to a 5-speed. They're pretty much either Mitsubishi or Subaru, kind of like the Chevy or Ford rivalry. I love the all-wheel drive turbo. I really am a turbo junkie. Like, every time I hear that turbo noise, it just makes you smile. It really does. Alright, I just finished shooting at the first spot. I don't remember if I said this or not, but I'll show pictures of all the other cars as I talk about them. I'll try to find some so y'all can see what those look like. And now I'm gonna go to the second spot and get some more pictures. See y'all there. Well, I just got to the second spot, and this is why it's my favorite spot right here. So yeah, I'm extremely glad I got this car. It's been great. I've had it for about 5 or 6 months now, and I've driven about 4,000 or 5,000 miles. Had my first oil change on it. It really runs great. If you take care of this car, it will run forever. It really will. My first mod was the nameless axle back muffler deletes, because this car, it was so quiet from the factory. Literally, you couldn't hear anything exhaust wise. That definitely woke it up really well. It's great if you're on a budget. It was only about $300, and you could definitely install it yourself. You don't have to pay anyone to install it. I do not have an intake on the car yet. I'm trying to ride out the warranty for now, but you can still hear the turbo noise pretty well from the factory. I'll try to get a little second gear pull in. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but I love it. It just makes me smile every time. Boost is it's so addicting. It really is. Well, I just got home from making that video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want more videos like that, just let me know. Have a good day.